Yo, what's up guys, Luke here, and today I'm bringing you guys a 47 gun streak with a MOAB, of course, using the UMP with the silencer and extended mags, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite guns in Modern Warfare 3. And then I pick up an AK-47 with the silencer, and I use that quite a bit too. So this is going to be a 47 gun streak, a pretty good gameplay I got last night, and got this one last night. And what I'm going to be talking about today is more about lockdown and more about my MOAB tutorial series. So last video I did a MOAB tutorial on how to play hard hat domination, and this is kind of going to be a series of mine. I'm not going to promise you guys that I'm going to do every map or anything like that, but how the series is going to work is I'm going to go over different maps, get a MOAB on them, try and mix up the guns and all that sort of stuff, and then you guys will leave me a comment on what map you want to see next. Some people requested lockdown, so I went and played this and got this nice gameplay for you guys. As you guys request what map you guys want to see next, and I'll get you guys like a single, double, maybe a triple MOAB on that map, and then I'll talk about tips for how to play domination on that map and that sort of stuff. And if you guys do enjoy the series, let's try and get every episode to 700 likes. That would mean a lot to me and really help me out. So let's go over how to play domination on lockdown. So the first thing I want to talk about is my class setup here, as I always go over. UMP silencer extended mags, and basically this class setup with the UMP silencer extended mags is quickly becoming one of my favorite in Modern Warfare 3. And the reason for that is not that it is the best gun in the game, but the reason is because it's an underused weapon in my opinion. You know, the UMP, as you can see here, it just tears people apart at close range, and this isn't even with rapid fire. This is probably my favorite setup with it. You know, my favorite setup in Modern Warfare 3 in total on my guns is to run silencer extended mags. I mean, that's what I'll run on an AK-47, a PP90, P90 I run rapid fire, on a UMP, ACR, MP7, all that sort of stuff I run silencer extended mags. And that's basically my pretty much, you know, the standard class setup for Modern Warfare 3. I don't really find that I use a red dot that much. The only weapon that you might need to use a red dot on is maybe like a Type 95, which I don't even use anymore because it just seems like that gun is outlawed, is overpowered, which it can be from a long range, but from a close range I find that that gun is not too powerful after the patch. And I don't pick up any ballistic vest this game or anything like that. So let's get into how to play domination on lockdown now that I went over my class. But definitely try out the UMP with the silencer and extended mags attachments. So what you want to do is you want to keep the enemies locked into a domination pretty much. And in domination, guys, this is how it's played. You keep 2 flags and you keep the enemy in 1. I mean, this is how domination is meant to be played. This is how it's been played since Call of Duty 4. And this is how it's supposed to be played still to this day. That's what domination is. You want to control 2 out of the 3 flags. Even in Battlefield, you know, they have Conquest, which is kind of like domination, and Battlefield Bad Company 2 when I played a little bit of that. And it's very similar. You want to hold 2 and keep the enemy at 1. So on each map, there's going to be 1 flag that the enemies you want to keep them in, right? And on this map, the one you want to keep them in is A. See right here they have C. That's not what you want. You want to keep them at A. So we eventually flip them over, and then you'll see back when I have them at A, there's a couple spots that you can wait on. As you saw at the start of the game, they'll just pour out of A domination. So if you stay down below or up top with an assault rifle, or you can be right in there down below with a submachine gun, their spawn points are going to be all around you. So they're going to be spawning right at the side of that mannequin shop. I'll show you guys once I get over there a bit later in the streak. But I pick up the MOAB here fairly quickly, and then I go on the 47 gun streak, and then you guys can see me calling the MOAB. So as I come along here, this is a high traffic area on this map. This building here and the building across from it, and this hallway right here. This hallway is something that you got to watch out for because there's all these head glitches. There's that box, there's those crates in the middle, and so here we go. Here's what I want to show you guys. So if you keep them at A domination, they're going to be spawning back there. So these are the ways you want to watch out for. This way, right here, and then the way back behind. So you see I'm rushing in here. That's because I've already got the MOAB. But if you're on a streak, I definitely recommend not rushing in there. As you saw earlier when I picked up the MOAB, I was sitting back with the AK-47. So here are the spawn points. They're going to spawn right in A. As you see, these guys spawn right there. They're going to spawn right in that corner there that I'm looking at. And the other spawn point is right down here, right down by that mannequin on the right side, the mannequin room. And those are basically the 2 spawn points that you have to watch out for A domination, unless your team is pushing up. That's one, and then back into A dom right there. You see how I constantly check the spawn points, and that's something that a good player will do. Once you learn the spawn points on any given map, you're going to be constantly checking back and forth, you know, every time, because that's a spawn point as well, right there, that corner. That one is a secondary spawn point, and if you have someone standing there, they're obviously not going to spawn there. So if I recommend playing domination on this map, you want to make the enemies have C, or not have C, have A, and basically just pick them off from a distance back here if you guys have a good team. If you're playing solo, you know, you might have to go and capture that B flag yourself and basically patrol it and all that stuff. And here, when they get 2 flags at A dom, I'm going to just teach you the spawns for that, because you guys want to know both sides. So they spawn in this back corner, as you can see on the minimap. I'll come behind them. They spawned right there by that mailbox. And the other main spawns are, there I can pick up a nice triple kill. The other main spawns are over here as I'll look out. They spawn back there at the very back of ADOM, right over there. And they also spawn in that building over by where my teammates are. And those are basically the spawns for A domination. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know, if you're somewhat familiar with the maps, you should be able to understand what spawn points I'm trying to talk about. And here are the flip back day. So this head glitch as a car, I just realized this last game how good of a spot this is. When the enemies are coming out, but you have to watch two ways, right? You have to watch up top and down below, which is how I got hit there, and then they flip back. And that's the thing about domination, you know, if you keep the enemies at one spawn point that you're familiar with, you're gonna have an easy time just killing them and picking up your kill streaks and being able to control the map. Because if you have kill streaks up in the air, it's pretty hard for the enemies to take over B. And that's traditionally what a game like Modern Warfare 2 was. It was get your kill streaks up and the enemies can't take over B. Because, you know, when you got excuse me, when you got like 2 or 3 Harriers up over B domination, there's nothing the enemies can do to take it back from you. And that's basically the same with this game, although I'm using specialist. Here's the spawns again for A domination, and you guys should be able to know the spawns right now. So basically that's it. Hold them at A. Make sure you capture B off the start. For capturing B, you want to have a couple teammates on it because it's such an easy spot to nade. I mean, if I had a nade, I could nade it from over here. And but if you have a couple teammates on it, and you can see the ways they like to rush over to B domination, you can pick it off the start. And once you got it, if you have people hiding up in that building or people all over B domination, it's very hard for the enemies to take it from you, and you can basically hold it to the rest of the game. So here I die, coming up in a second. I pick up 1 or 2 more kills, and then I die, and it's a 47 gun streak with a MOAB, AK-47 and UMP. If you guys did enjoy it, please leave me a like on this thing. If we could hit 700 likes, that would be insane. And I thank you guys for all your support. Leave a comment on what map you guys want to see me do next, and if you're enjoying the series. And as always, guys, subscribe for Cookie. I'm out. Peace.